and everything should be right.
What about the what's the penalty off the scrum that requires?
Good morning and welcome to Kirkham Park here in Camden for two cracking games of junior reps. You're on New South Wales Rugby League TV. I'm James Sullivan. First game up will be the Andrew Johns Cup. Round 4 clash between the home side, the Macarthur West Tigers, and the visitors, Monaro Colts. And both sides going to this game undefeated. So the MWT, the Macarthur West Tigers, 3 from 3. Monaro Colts, 2 wins and a draw. So cracking game, which will decide, I dare say it will decide finals positions, of course. Northern and Southern conferences. Top 2 go through to the semi. So let's have a look at the home side as they make their way onto the field as well. The Macarthur West Tigers, they're coached by Alec Bush. The number 1 will be Paul Johnson. 2, James Bangura. The 3, Preston Smallwood. 4, Isaac Orgy. 5, Aaron Pe'e. The 6, Hunter Redmond. The 7, Sterling Famui. The 8, and captain, PJ French. The 9, Brooklyn Milford. The 10s, Malcolm Maylor. The 11, William Jenkins. The 12, Alicia Raravula. The 13, Peter Ta'e. The 14, Aaron Prodromoyu. The 15, Hanari Reti. The 17, Elia Atone. The 18, Jake Jones. And the 19th man will be Jerome Ta'atior. The Monaro Colts, they're coached by Shane McCullum. They're number 1, Cooper Johnston. The 2, Jet Millard. The 3, Jonah Alea. 4, Samuel Green. The 5, Joshua Klobuchar. The 6, Jamie Cowling and captain. The 7, Troy Cody. The 8 will be Daniel Nanu. The 9, Kobe Anderson. The 10's Billy Hollins. The 11, Thomas Moss. 12, Lockie Ellard. 13, Cooper Adams. 14, Byron Carl. The 15, Dempsey Wolf. 16, Malachi Tomlinson. The 17, Blake Slater. And the 22, 18th man will be Angus Durbridge. The referee will be Matthew Galvin. Touch judges, Talisha Heitel and Michael Booth. It'll be the Macarthur West Tigers that get things underway. Their fullback Paul Johnson with the kicking duties. Referee Garland puts a whistle to the mouth and up it goes. Ball's going to be allowed to bounce. Be interesting to see with the bounce. The bounce was kind. Hollins, his first touch. And there's a boot thrown through the air. Someone's lost one. The referee straight away blowing an early penalty. Setting a standard early for the game. That was the first ruck. So Billy Hollins, he was the boy who lost the boot. He gets it back now. They gain a little bit of interest with the kick. So a good start. Kobe Anderson with the F-Poss. He taps, finds Alaya. Alaya, good run from Jonah Alaya. The junior slayer. Anderson looks around, finds Cooper Adams, his first touch. As they get over halfway, the Colts. Wolf driven backwards. Good tackle underneath from PJ French. Black inside. Lockie Ellard took an underpass from his number 7 in Troy Cody. And they move it forward now. Nice sharp pass there for Moss. Moss is held. Millard, referee put his hand in the air. It is a handover. I wasn't sure. He does put it in the air. So French tries to roll his side out of trouble. Early start. A good set from Monaro. They were happy to take on the back of that penalty, of course. A layer involved in the tackle. Long pass from Milford. They try and get it back to the middle. Good strong run. Trying to see which player it was as he gets to his feet now. Maylor. French, another run in this set. 12 shy of halfway. Early touch there from Paul Johnson. Trying to go through the middle. He beats 2-3, but he's tackled 2 metres shy of halfway. Milford appealing for a 60 go on the left boot. Redmond puts it high, takes it nicely on that far side. Klobuchar grabbed a couple of tries last week to Klobuchar. Good run out of dummy half there from Sam Green. His first touch. Johnston. Anderson looking around. It's a long pass. Goes to Cowling. Cowling gives it on to Alaya. Red room to move. Millard. He looks inside. Just goes himself. Gets past. Does well. Cleans it up nicely. There's Paul Johnson coming across. He shaped the kick, did Millard. Back inside for Wolford now. Slammed on his back on the last. Some enterprising play there from the Colts. Cody, they keep it alive. Ends up with Cooper Johnston, puts it along the ground. Got to clean it up nicely. Does a good job on the far side. But they get him in to drive him over the dead ball. James Bangura was that cleaned it up. Couldn't do nothing else as Colts defenders drove him over the dead ball. Johnson with the dropout. Wolf ends up with, they drove up quickly. Raravula. He got up very quickly. From the Macarthur West Tigers side. Adams. Colts trying to grab first points in this important clash. Important round 4 clash. Hollands once again drives off that right foot. They go back to the short side. It's a long pass for Green. Green, he just looked straight at the line. He had runners outside as he reached his hand out. Referee's going to say he's knocked it on. He had Clobber outside. So scrum on the 10. MWT feed. The SLE scoreboard locked up 0-0. Colts have had a couple of opportunities. Johnson. Milford looks around. Trying to roll it out of their danger zone, the Tigers. Go to the right, his first touch. Redmond. Back underneath. Flung to the ground was Raravula. Gets up, trying to shrug off a defender. Oh, there's a knock on there. He had a little look, Sterling. Famui. So the Colts, once again, get some valuable possession in good territory. Cowling feeds it at the back. It'll be Kobe Anderson. They swing it to the left. Cody finds Johnson coming into the back line. Nice defence, though. Read well by the Tigers' defence. Off the scrum. Short pass. He was flat, was Green. Anderson, he goes back to that short side. Finds Cody. Cody takes the tackle himself. A metre out. Far side of the field. Good crowd in early. Wolf. Anderson looking around. Fires a long pass, short pass eventually to Adams. He looked like he was going to try and cut him out and pick up Hollands, but he doesn't. Looks around. Bit of a mistake. There's Hollands. Hollands! He wasn't expecting it. Anderson just flicked it back inside as Cody came across. And Billy Hollands, after wanting to pass the ball before, he'll grab first points for the Monaro Colts. And on the SLE scoreboard, 4-0. Well, on the back of having a lot of possession at the start of this match, so Cooper Johnson with the conversion attempt. Shouldn't have any problems right in front of the sticks. Flags are in the air, no problems. And on the SLE scoreboard early in this Andrew Johns Cup round 4 clash, it's the Monaro Colts 6, leading the MacArthur West Tigers yet to score. Monaro leading 6-0. So Johnson with the restart. Gets plenty on it. Taken this time on the full. They'll look for the try scorer. And Billy Hollands. He charges it back, but he's put on his back. It was a good tackle. Underneath. Peter. Ta'i. Wolf. Anderson finds Johnston. Johnston, oh, he nearly got past Bush, but he slipped over in the meantime. He gets a quick play of the ball. They keep it alive. Referee says, yeah, I'm happy with that. It ends up with a layer. He had Millard outside, did the right thing, hang on to it. He had players swarming him, did Millard. Adams on halfway on the last. Cowling, they keep it alive. A layer he ends up with it. He's got Millard outside. Millard beats one. Still going. He's got a layer outside. He can get his hands free. Couldn't get his hands free. And on the last tackle, once again, they let the ball talk. And now the Tigers will have to bring it out of their danger zone. They're on the 10. Bangura comes in off his wing, looking for a bit of work. Gets driven backwards. Gets driven right backwards. Back to the 10 we go. Fullback Johnson looking for work. Para. Just some one-out stuff at the moment. Milford has a dart out of dummy half and does well. Gets it to halfway. It's a good scoot. Makes 15 on the last now. They'll look for their first real repeat set. It's a rush kick. Amui, he just puts it up. Hollands waits underneath the front row and does a good job. And gets a penalty inside the 10. He got a touch judge's call, did referee Galvin. And Billy Hollands, he's involved early, the front rower. Scored a try. It'll be a F-post as they just tap and go. Didn't bother with the kick. Alea, he's had plenty of touches. Oh, I tell you what, he nearly popped it out the back. Decides to take the tackle on too. Millard, good scoot out of dummy half. Makes some good metres. Tigers' defence has been asked a lot of questions. Had to do a lot of it early in this match as Adams rolls it forward now for the Colts. Wolf tips it on. No, he does indeed. And out the back it goes Johnson. Quick service for Green. Green tucks the ball under. Had runners outside. In Klobuchar, but just took the tackle. 6 to go. Referee waves it. They have a good look at it now. Finds Wolf back to the middle. Wolf beats one. A lot of questions being asked here. The MacArthur West Tigers defence. Holland looking for an early double. Takes it this time. They get him on his back. Anderson, he'll look up. Cowling goes himself. And on 3, Anderson again. Long pass. Very long pass. Finds Ellard. Nothing wrong with that. He decided to pull the pin, go himself. That was a good tackle there from Brooklyn Milford. Referee's just holding. Ellard took a while to get to his feet. It was a try-saving tackle from Milford. So now the Colts will have to do some tackling of their own. Crowd not happy with the referee. Home of the Camden Rams. 6-0. SLE scoreboard. The Colts leading. Jenkins. Milford fires a long pass. This time he's got a little bit more time. Does Redmond. Puts a nice kick, but waiting for a Joshua Klobuchar. Klobuchar will take the tackle. Green will go to dummy half. He'll have a scoot out. I don't know. He gets it on quickly there to Cooper Johnston, his fullback. Green this time. Ta'i, good strong tackle. Ellard. Good tackle underneath. Milford over the top. Maylor. Just a nice little kick for himself. Will he get the bounce? It's allowed to bounce, but there was bodies everywhere. They're going to say knock on West. MacArthur West Tigers knock on. So fortune favouring the Colts. It was a little kick. from Jamie Cowling. Cody has runners, finds Ellard. Some adventurous play off that scrum. They go back now through Cody again. Cody's got Green quickly. It wasn't the best pass to Klobuchar, and he puts it down. So they breathe a sigh of relief to the Tigers. Once again, they haven't been down this hard. They've had to do some work. Their skipper, PJ French, and they get a penalty. That's what they needed. It's a little bit of breathing space here for the Tigers. As Marsh drove it forward. He's coming off early, PJ French, sorry. Well, then Marsh. Game's a bit of interest with the kick. We'll be right on halfway with the Reese. Maylor, good strong run. Oh, he's dropped it. Knocked it on. I was just going to say they've finally got a bit of footy. They make a mistake off the restart from the penalty. Maylor can't control the football. He's put it down. It'll be a Colts feed and scrum. So once again, they let the ball talk. It ends up with Ellard off the scrum. Lockie Ellard takes it. Still going. Gets it over halfway. Kobe Anderson having a look around. He goes to the left. Picks up Cody. Here's a run himself too. So they're on two now. Johnston back to Ellard for his second run in the set. The distinctive running style of Lockie Ellard. They head back. Wolf. A little bit of ball playing. Johnson again gets a oh, I tell you what, a layer was looking for it. It'll be play on. Millard with room to move. Coming across, they do. Back inside for Cooper Johnston. Well, the Macarthur West Tigers players fell asleep. They saw the knock on from their own player. They thought the referee was going to blow a knock on. But they were quick enough, the Colts players, to go bang, bang, bang. Jet Millard did brilliantly. He kept it alive, stayed inside, and the ever-present number one, Cooper Johnston, scores in the corner. He grabbed a couple last week as well, did Johnston. But eyes on footy from the Colts, takes them out to a 10-0 lead. Johnson, tough conversion attempt of his own tries, but I tell you what, they do love converting their own tries. And that was all off the back of a penalty to the Macarthur West Tigers, a mistake straight off the first tackle. They have not seen a lot of footy. Well, he's really shanked that. You can hear him say when he kicked it, oh, that was shocking. So 10-0 on the SLE scoreboard. Kick off once again from Johnson. Millard takes it cleanly. Driven backwards. He had a lot to do with that last try for the Colts. Hollins again. Oh, he gets rattled that time. Good tackle from Maylor and Ta'i. Once again, some solid defence. They've done plenty of tackling. This Tigers side. Cody. He gets it onto his halves partner in Cowling. Cody again. Got runners. Got Green. Good tackle underneath. Had to be made. Bangura came in and off his wing and made it. Not going to muck around anymore this time. Realises he just gets rid of it quickly. There's Cody back. Part there. Johnson out of dummy half. Looks like Aaron might have gone back to fullback. Smallwood, his first touch in the 3 jersey, Preston Smallwood. Keep it alive now. Pereira goes himself. Just Ta'i keeps it alive. Ready on the last tackle. They haven't been down here for a long time. If probably once or twice. Redmond, it's not the best kick in the world. It stays up. They just wait for it to be caught. And then he's bare hugged by the Colts defence. As I mentioned at the top, big game for both of these sides, both undefeated. The MWT, 26-18 winners over the Rams in round 1, and then 18-10 winners over North Coast Bulldogs. And then last week, MacArthur West Tigers 30, they defeated the Riverina Bulls 12s. On the other hand, the Colts 32-14 over the Central Coast Roosters. And they had a draw. And there's a mistake. That's probably what they want. It's his first up. He's just come onto the field. Daniel Nanu making a mistake. So now that's what they want. A little bit of footy and attacking is Jake Jones in the attacking zone. Milford looking around. Ta'i. Famui. He'll find Jenkins. They'll get a bit of heart here if they score because this is the first time they've been down here. Milford slips over. Does Jones. Jake Jones eventually gets to his feet slowly. They look to go to the right. Famui, nice ball movement. Maylor crying out for a 6 to go. They don't get it. Out of dummy half, just has a scoot, slips over. They go again, Milford. He'll have a scoot out of dummy half, and he does enough. Brooklyn Milford. First time they've been down there, and they grab points. No. Referee's got a touch judge call. The play the ball was the tunnel ball. Didn't use the feet. Look for the quick play the ball. So the point's taken away. You can see referee signalling. The tunnel ball motion. And they are red hot on it in this year's competitions. So the Colts, they get a real break there, a relieving break. There's now Green. Morinanu this time. It's a good solid run. Back inside for Alea. Alea tried to shrug out of the tackle. It was a good tackle. Ta'i. Johnston bouncing around right to left. Ballard. Cooper Adams. Lockie Ellard again. We're on 4. Monaro, a little bit of ball playing. This time he hangs on it. They got up quick for the quick shift. Cowling had to hang on to the football. Monaro. Blake Slater on in jersey 21 as they pop it up. It was a little kick from Cody. He had no choice to Jones. So Blake Slater on. Looks like he's come to dummy half. Kobe Anderson's made his way off the field. The Colts get another opportunity. They lead 10-0 on the SLE scoreboard. Hollins, the first try scorer of the match, tucks the ball under and just charges it forward. Slater looks around. Cowling back inside for a layer. Had plenty of touches. 6 to go's the call. Slater again. They find Cody. Monaro does well. Takes it. Wasn't the greatest pass, but he stepped off that left foot, just straightened it up. Quick play, the ball's a key here. Johnson, he'll have a look. Finds Green. Green tried to get up. He got jagged. He's still going, is Green. Slater. 2 halves, they find Ellard. Cowling and Cody combining nicely. Picks up Ellard. Takes a while to get to his feet. Cowling. Throws the dummy for Johnston. Goes himself. Couldn't get his hands free. They're on the last now. Good defence here from the Tigers. Can they hang on? Goes himself, does Blake Slater, and scores next to the right hand upright. He had Daniel Monaro outside him. He just threw the big dummy as the Tigers' defence fell for it. And he makes an impact. He's only been on the field for 5 minutes. Makes an instant impact and takes the score out to 14-0. So Blake Slater in jersey 21. Scores an important 4 points after MacArthur West Tigers were denied a try. The other end of the field. Johnston with a much easier kick this time. Shouldn't have any problems. Flag there in the air. 16-0. Club Rugby League is back. Get back to playing unreal footy with real mates with club, tackle or tag options available. There's an option for everyone, so just head to playrugbyleague.com to find your closest club. So 16-0. The Monaro Colts, the visitors. Paul Johnson with the restart once again. Jamie Cowling awaits it, looks around. Eventually finds a runner. And that runner, Thomas Moss. Moss plays it now. Alea just picks it up out of dummy half. Basically didn't have a lot of other options there. Slater, the try scorer. Billy Hollins. Just come onto the field. Malachi Tomlinson in jersey 16. Slater again. Get up quickly, they do, but the kick from Cowling's done the job, finds plenty of space. Pereira. And a penalty. What they needed. Isaac Orgy. I'll just look to get a real good set. They won't want any mistakes. Cordua Moraz on in jersey 14. And a mistake. That's what we were talking about, but a mistake from the MacArthur West Tigers. And once again, they'll have to do some tackling. 2 metres shy of halfway. Time back on Cowling. He'll take the tackle. He had Cooper Johnston outside of him. Slater, Alea as the halftime siren sounds. The referee hears it. And we will go into the break with the Monaro Colts 16 leading the MacArthur West Tigers yet to score after tries to Billy Hollins, Cooper Johnston and Blake Slater has kicked the Monaro Colts out to a good score, but it's been a half where MacArthur West Tigers have done a lot of tackling, haven't seen a lot of footy. If they can get a little bit of footy, who knows what might happen in this important clash in the second half. We'll be back shortly with all the action. Welcome back to Kirkham Park for this second half of this important Laurie Daley Cup. Round 4 clash. And it is the visitors, the Monaro Colts, leading 16-0 at half time. Must admit, some good words there from the Tigers coach, Alec Bush. He was spot on the money. They haven't seen a lot of footy. They got down into the attacking zone and had a try disallowed. So it's just about securing a little bit of footy in this first 10 minutes for the Tigers to really challenge this Colts side in the second half. But some positive stuff from the coach. So I had a little listen at half time. Some good work there. Ta'i gets it over the 12 of halfway. They're looking for a live chance now. They move it along. Johnson. Paul Johnson hasn't had a lot of footy. Pops it up quickly. Orgy coming across Green. Gets him on the ground. We're on the last tackle now. Paul Drumu just pumps it along the ground. Picked up nicely, though, from Cowling, who in turn gives it on to Cooper Johnson, his fullback. Slater. Dummy half. They dummy. Cowling dummy to a layer and got cleaned up. Slater again finds Ellard behind the ruck. Green. Strong run from Green. Makes a good 15 metres. They try and fling him on the back. He stays safe and sound. Tackled 10 shy of halfway. Oh, Nanu. Oh, he does well. He keeps it alive. Finds Tomlinson. Referee's going to say, oh, it's a penalty. Was it a high tackle on Tomlinson? Yes, it was. But Nanu did well. He broke the line. Just as he was about to hit the ground, he rolled the right arm underneath and found Tomlinson in support. So Slater, not the best kick in the world. It has gone straight down the throat of Preston Smallwood, who couldn't believe his luck. And then all of a sudden, he's lost it. So it's back to the Colts. Around, we're going to say a high tackle. I think it is. It looked high. It was loose. But what happened there? Preston Smallwood couldn't believe his luck. Then when he brings it back, he drops it. And the Colts now will get a penalty. Plenty of advice from the crowd for the MacArthur West Tigers, but they'll just F-poss it. They tap and go. Nanu charging onto it. Slater looking around. He's got plenty of runners. Back for Billy Hollins. His work rate's been high. The 10 for the Colts. Slater again. Finds Cowling. A nice early kick from Cody. Very early kick. Tackle 2. Thought he had runners outside. Might have been better off keeping it in the hands as it was cleaned up by Isaac Orgy for the Tigers. Johnson. Underneath. Nanu. Nice tackle. Low tackle it was. Just out of dummy half. Pereira, we're on the last now. They look for a good kick. Haven't made a lot of metres as the ball hits the ground. Klobuchar, he just looks up. Driven backwards. Good chase. Orgy. Raravula. Out of dummy half. Green. Gets it to halfway. Slater looking around. I look for Cody. Cody in turn finds Johnston. Likes to see early ball as the fullback for the Colts. Cowling. He takes the tackle, looks back inside for Slater. Slater finds Johnston, who's still alive. Alea, he's had plenty of footy in this match. Been a good tussle. He gets through the tackle of Presswood and goes again as Presswood eventually chops him to the ground. Thomas Moss. Last tackle. Cowling, they keep it alive. Cody, Cowling, Ellard, He's got runners inside and out. This time he finds Green. Green. Ball's been knocked backwards. Keeps it alive for Cody. Cody gives Clobbercar a soft run to the line and they score. They kept the ball alive, did the Colts. Referee points to the spot and on the SLE scoreboard, 20-0. So they really did well. They kept it alive on the last tackle. And Joshua Clobbercar, after a couple of tries last week, grabs another one to open up the second half. So Johnston with the conversion attempt. Moves in, looks good off the boot. Has it got enough legs? No, it hasn't. Been waved away. So the Colts grab first points in this second half. They lead 20-0. Restart from the Tigers. Hangs up nicely. Millard bringing it back. Hollands charges onto the footy. Jones involved with the tackle. Tomlinson. Morinanu. After a bad start, he's been very, very good as Johnston cracks open the MacArthur West Tigers defence, and it's 6 to go again. Cody finds Green. Green will take the tackle. So 6 tackles to work with. Ellard goes to dummy half. Ball's been knocked on, so a mistake. So a relieving scrum feed for the Tigers. Ball draw more, you will feed it. Johnston standing off the scrum. They're more than happy to let it go out the back. Just floating across, coming across in defence was Cowling. Ta'i. Ta'i takes a while to get to his feet. They slam him down. Took a long, long time. Pereira, they're looking for a penalty. They get it. High tackle. They'll be looking to gain some momentum now, the MWT side. SLE scoreboard, they trail 20-0. Smallwood with the tap. Maylor still going. He bounced out of Tomlinson's tackle. Maylor still going. Slams the ball down and scores. Referee points to the spot. Just a good, strong run from the 10. Malcolm Maylor. West Tigers grab their first try of the day. So Malcolm Maylor. and Pereira with the conversion attempt. Shouldn't have any problems to take it out to 20 points to 6. As the crowds join us, that being the Cockatoos as they go over the top of the ground. Multiple changes here for the Colts. Zarin Pereira lines up this conversion attempt. Marginally left of the upright. Moves in, flags in the air, no problems on the SLE scoreboard. 20 points to 6. The score will be. And that'll give the MacArthur West Tigers a little bit of momentum. Johnston, the restart. Taken, eventually. Charging back onto the football. Came off the back fence, just trying to see which number it was. It was a strong run. Johnson. Oh, it's a penalty. You get better than that. Milford was appealing for a 6 to go. They'll get the penalty. Look to find a little bit of extra grass. Does indeed. Paul Johnson puts boot the ball and makes some valuable metres. All of a sudden, they're 20 out on the back of points. Is this the charge the Tigers were looking for? Milford with the restart. Ta'i gets to his feet now. The man who's just scored got him rolling. Maylor charges on it again. Milford now. Famui, ball finds the ground. Picked up nicely though. Raravulu. He's driven backwards there, 12 out. Jones looked for the run around, didn't get it, just takes the tackle. Ellard involved with Cody. Orgy. He's tackled well there by Adams. Front on, last tackle. Looking for a repeat set, no doubt. What options have they got? Ratty's inside. They just take it, keeps him alive now, finds him, Ratty, can he keep the ball alive? He decides to just tuck the ball under and go himself. I'm not sure whether that was the right option. Not sure what's going on here. It'll no doubt be a handover. Looks like blood bin maybe? Yeah, blood bin, referee Galvin. Just saying, looks like a Lockie Ellard. The Andrew Johns Cup is proudly sponsored by SLE. SLE provides services in underwriting, claims handling, risk management and administration all in one location. So just visit www.sleworldwide.com.au for more information. So now the Colts bringing off their 10. Johnston, Cowling. Looks around, gives it from Moss. Didn't have a lot of room to move there, Moss. The pass was a late pass. Byron Carl on the field in 14. He was good last week. Takes his time, does Cody, but eventually gets the kick. The ball bounces beautifully for Paul Johnson. He'll try and get through that first tackle and build up a head of steam. He steamrolled a couple, but eventually Alea got him to the ground. Out of dummy half, Bangura. Has a sneak. Went in looking for a run. Ta'a'i. Ta'a'i plays it now. Looking around Milford. Milford just has a duck out of dummy half. Hollins tries to grab him, but to no avail. 6 to go is the call from the referee. This is an important 6 to go. A Tourney. Milford looking around. Well, they've left Johnson alone. Farmui it was who fires the pass out for Redmond. And Redmond's wrapped up. Back to the middle they go with Milford. A Tourney. The Colts defence now being tested. More than happy to let it go. Oh, he had Johnston outside. Goes himself. Famui on the last now. Maylor, he'll be looking for a double. No, they put the kick through. Is the chase going to be successful? They'll get a repeat set. It's cleaned up by the Colts. That was the aim, to get another repeat set. The grubber kick put through nicely. Very well weighted. So Cooper Johnston with the restart. It's a wobbly one. Redmond will pick it up. You can hear the talk. Maylor says, I want it. He got it. Short pass now. Reti. They come back to the right. Redmond gets through. He threw the dummy. He did very well. He had runners outside, but just decided to back himself, and that's all it needed. So Hunter Redmond does well. 20 points to 10 on that SLE scoreboard. The conversion attempt from Aaron Paera. Didn't have any problems with his previous one on the left side. Now he gets an opportunity on the right. Pereira moves in, no problems at all. On the SLE scoreboard, we are 20 points to 12. Have we got a few more twists left in this Andrew Johns Cup round 4 clash here at Kirkham Park, Camden, home of the Camden Rams. Plenty of talk now from the MacArthur West Tigers side. They're back and they feel like they're back in the clash. They've done exactly what their coach, Alec Bush, said to do at half-time. Just be patient. We'll get a little bit of footy and we can score points. Johnson, they've handled him well today. Paul Johnson, some good defence. Once again, they come back to the middle. This man, Maylor, has been dangerous when they've got a little bit of footy. There've been a few repeat sets today. The Colts won't want to give one away now as Jones gets it on back underneath from Redmond. Jones plays it quickly. Milford out of dummy half. Reti. Last tackle. 39 out. They'll look for a good kick. Famui. Waiting for Millard. Millard takes it, flirting with the touchline, brings it back in and does a good job. Alea. Johnston just charges back into the Tigers' defence in the middle of the ruck. Green, his turn now as well. And good tackle, Maylor involved with a Tawny, and that shook him up. Tried to get to his feet quickly for the play. The ball, it's been knocked on. So scrum feed. A little play here. Johnson gets halfway through the gap, pops the ball up beautifully. Paul Drumore, he's going to outspeed them and score under the post. So Pro Draw Moyu scores a great try after Paul Johnson did the work. He flirted around this right edge and he just got his hands free, and the speed shown by the number 14. And he brought it around nicely. So 20 points to 14. Kick to come. $20 points to 16, of course. Definitely his toughest kick of the day. Pereira moves in. No problems at all as the flags are in the air. And we are 20 to 18. Still plenty of footy left here. 6 minutes remaining. And all of a sudden, the weight of possession. And the Tigers have put 18 points on. They trailed 16-0 at half-time. Monaro scored the first points in the second half. And this man just charging onto a football. Malcolm Maylor leading from the front. And he's got his side of penalty. And the crowd now getting involved. The local crowd. Johnston once again gets plenty of interest with that penalty kick. 5 over halfway on one. Maylor says, here, give me another crack. This time not at a speed, but he skips, he beats one. Tackled 40 out. Bengura, little scoot out of dummy half. It's a high tackle from Billy Hollins. So the momentum has really swung to the Tigers. Looks like Milford's just going to do the F-poss. He does indeed. He taps and goes. Reti now. Milford controlling things nicely in the middle. Johnson, Alea clings to him and does the business as Milford. He got a quick play the ball, that's the key. Attorney. Bangura pleading for it out here on the right. They have numbers. They can get a quick pass out. He puts it back underneath. Poor Drumore. Going to be made to play it. Milford. Johnson lines up, gets the hand out and scores. He hasn't had a lot of opportunities, Paul Johnson. He's been a prolific try scorer this year. He grabs his 5th. in this Andrew Johns Cup, and he plants the ball down and pushes his Tigers out to a 22-20 lead. Kick to come. He'll headbutt this over. Pereira now. He hasn't any problems all day. He's got a clean sheet. And pushes his side out on the SLE scoreboard, 24-20. What a turnaround. But it does come back to MacArthur West Tigers coach Alec Bush. His half-time chat was just, don't panic, we're 16-0 down, we just need a little bit of footy. And true to his word, his team hasn't let him down. So they've tried the short kick. All they've done now is just given Smallwood the opportunity. He's 10 away from halfway. Maylor, hasn't he been impressive in this second half? Milford again. PJ French back on the field. Strong run, good tackle though. Out of dummy half, Milford. Just schemes, knows when to go. Redmond. Mamui, he had Maylor inside Johnson. Johnson lines up. They cling to him once again. The strong running. Number one, Pereira. Pereira puts through for himself. Oh, Cooper Johnson did well there. Looked like Pereira was going to get the bounce. Johnson had to do his bit, and there's been a mistake. Another mistake from the Colts. The pressure's, well, the Bunsen burner's really been turned on them. Now the MacArthur West Tigers will look to finish off a brilliant last 20 minutes. They trailed 20-0. Redmond, he throws the dummy. Tomlinson fell for it. Milford. Maylor pushes one out of the way. He's got French in support. Pops it back to French. French still going. Good leg drive. Can he get his hands out? He tries to swing around. He's only a metre away. Maylor will be looking for a double. They fire it out. Famui. He goes himself. Gets through. Johnson. He keeps his hands alive. Johnson fires a long pass. They go into touch. Try line was ever so close, but the touch line was where he went first. Pereira it was. So now the Colts, as the clock winds down, they trail by 4, 24-4, after they led, 16-0 at half-time, then scored the first try in the second half. So they led 20-0, the Monaro Colts. Not long to go. Carl, he finds Cooper Johnston. Johnston, dangerous all day for the Colts side. Anderson back onto the field. They get a penalty. Troy Cody, he's going to try and get a little bit of extra distance. I don't think it's going to find touch. It does. It bounced inside and then went over the head. The Tigers defender. Klobuchar. Green, he just F-bossed for himself. Good leg drive. 30 out. Cody now. Morinanu. They haven't touched the football for a long time for the Colts. They haven't been down here as Cooper Adams drives. He's tackled 5 out. Anderson looking. Monaro, they fire a long pass. Green, great tackle. Bangura, it had to be made. James Bangura commits and defends. Good work from the number 2 for the Tigers. Now Paul Johnson. They'd look for all money. The Colts were going to score in the corner. As the crowd counts it down, the siren will sound. And what a comeback from the MacArthur West Tigers here in the Andrew Johns Cup round 4. They were down 16-0 at half time. Then 20-0 with 20 to go. And they've backed themselves to come home 24 points to 20. We're not long, 11:20 kickoff. In the next game, if we get one like that, it'll be an absolute cracker of a morning on New South Wales Rugby League TV. We'll be back shortly with all the action of the Laurie Daley Cup. Welcome back to Kirkham Park here in Camden for the second match of the morning. And it is the Laurie Daley Cup round 4 clash between the same two sides. The Macarthur West Tigers taking the Monaro Colts after we've just seen an absolute thriller in the Andrew Johns Cup with the Macarthur West Tigers charging home after they trailed 20-0 to get up 24 points to 20. Let's have a look at this Macarthur West Tigers side, coached by Tom Morrison. 1, Noah McKenzie. 2, Donny Wonga. The 3, Seth To'o. 4, Bryson N.A. Roberts. The 5, Jono Rorokola. The 6, Harry Rebick. The 7, Taj Colquhoun. The 8, Ryan Paulson. The 9, Heath Pritchard. The 10, James La Mortui. The 11, Jeremiah Lea Tagaga. The 12, Sasefa Finau. The 13, Harry Delaney. 14 will be Kai Jones. 16, Ewan Cherub. 17, Bowen Roper. And the 26, Levi Sakuru. The 18th man is Sylvester Nile. The Monaro Colts, coached by Brendan Bradley. The 1, Jack Clutterbuck. The 2, Bailey Caldwell. The 3, Alex Sweeney. 4, Tui Georgeski. 5, Israel Taitini. The 6, Sam Gash. 7, Blake Hovey. The 12 will be Jaden Swager. The 9, Mason Carney. The 10, Lane Davis. 11, and Captain Max Mercer. 13, Mark Connors. The 14, Younger Morelli. The 19, Matthias Tumuli Akoi. 16, Cooper Ferris. And 17, Josh Urbaniak. It'll be the West Tigers. So referee Bailey Warren blows time on. His touch judges Tyler Dupont and Michael Booth. A few changes to this Monaro Colts side. Connors, his first touch. Massive game for both sides. Tamuli Arkoi, his first touch of the day. Gets his hold, pokes through the hole. He keeps going. He's Mercer outside of him. Mercer looks up, Georgeski, room to move, Georgeski, going to be hard to stop, will score in the left corner after a wonderful break from the number 19, Matthias Tumuliakoi. He found Max Mercer, who in turn found Tui Georgeski, and Georgeski grabs the first try of the day, second set, second tackle. So what a start from the Monaro Colts. Tamuli Arkoi, who started off the bench last week, starting this week. And they hit an edge. It's a tough conversion attempt from Sam Gash on the far side of the field. It's a big clash for both sides. Previous results, the MWT, they were defeated by the Rams in round 1, 32-14. They drew with the North Coast Bulldogs 14-all, and they got their first win last week, 42-18 over the Bulls. An important match for them going into this, mate. They sit on 3 points. As mentioned, Gash on that far side of the field. Get boot to ball. Looks pretty good off the boot, but it's waved away. So 4-0, SLE scoreboard. The Monaro Colts leading. McKenzie with the restart. Sits high in the air. Gash has to attack the football. He'll find Davis. Davis brings it back. They get him on his back. They slow him down. Carney at 9. Clutterbuck. He gets a quick shift on the for Tamuli Akoi. Tamuli Akoi, they wrap him up. Plays the ball now. Carney has a little scoot. Taitini. Carney comes back inside for Davis, his second run of the set as he gets over halfway. Carney again looking around. Finds Connors. Connors had Swager outside. Takes the tackle. And on the last now. They go to Hovey. Hovey, the left foot, looks for a bit of space. The kick's nice. It sits up nicely. He'll have to clean it up there, raw caller. And he does well. He takes the tackle. Tackled by Sweeney. McKenzie out of dummy half. He's met by Gash, Sweeney. And Swager involved. Colquhoun goes to dummy half. Just getting out of the danger zone. And then A. Roberts it was. Colquhoun again into dummy half. Raw caller. And gets a penalty on the last. Didn't let him up. Colquhoun will look for some extra yardage with this penalty kick. Gets it right to halfway. So repeat set for the MWT. For now, they wanted crying out. They just wanted to play the footy. Paulson. The 8 for the Tigers. Leah Tagaga. You'll hear his name a little bit in this game. He touches the football a lot. He was very good last week. They drive him. Look like that'll be a penalty as well. And Matthias Tamuli Akoi might be on report here. Just got his mixed up on the tackle. No, referee's happy with that. Or is he going to have a chat? Yeah, I think he might be. Calling in captain Max Mercer. Yep. Matthias Tamuli Akoi just got his arms in the wrong place. Oh, he's going to have 10 minutes in the bin and put on report. So, sin bin for Tamuli Akoi. And a penalty for the West Tigers. So the Colts are down to 12 men. They lead 4-0 on the SLE scoreboard. Pritchard, he just taps it. For Almatui. Colquhoun, he's got numbers out wide. They do well to keep it alive. Has he got enough speed? And A. Roberts came in. Raw caller. Did the rest. And they're back, locked up, 4-all. So Raw caller grabs the first points for the MacArthur West Tigers. Matthias Tamuli Akoi sent to the bin the 6th minute for the Colts for a dangerous tackle. And a big shout out on New South Wales Rugby League TV for all those watching around the world. I know plenty of attention, both these sides. New Zealand, Western Australia. Kick, conversion attempt. Colquhoun pushes it to the right. So we're locked up 4-all in the SLE scoreboard. 8 minutes gone, first half. Gash, boot to ball. Wobbles around, taken nicely in the end by Pritchard. Paulson runs it back, met by Carney. Good tackle underneath. Titini involved as well. Sweeney comes across on this second tackle. They flirted with this touchline. Back to the middle. You can hear the talk. For now, it was with the tackle, and Delaney's wrapped up now. 5 shy of halfway. Takes a while to get to his feet, did Delaney. Paulson. Carney underneath. Connors over the top. Pritchard. He looks, he finds Fulamatui. He'll look for a quick play the ball. He gets it as well as Pritchard now. Scoots out a dummy half. Runners outside. They've got runners to the right if they can use it quick enough. He's wrapped up. It was a good tackle underneath there by Georgeski. Had to be made as they had numbers and it was dangerous. This time they let the ball talk. It ends up with Delaney who takes the tackle on the last. Colquhoun, ball in hand. What will he do? He looks for the repeat set. Flicks it through nicely and well done from Mark Connors. Cleans up beautifully for the Colts. An attractive footy so far, Clutterbuck. Gets a short pass from Gash and is picked up and driven backwards. Popped it over the back. Sweeney's got to go back and clean up. It'll be a dropout. Some good defence there from the Tigers. Really put Clutterbuck under pressure. Who in turn put Sweeney under pressure. So Gash with the dropout. And gets plenty on it. Touched on the 52. It's gone 60 now. Colquhoun. They look up. Paulson. He'll bring it back. Carney awaits. Does well, Carney. Hangs on with a bit of help eventually from Davis and Mercer getting involved. You can hear the referee saying Mercer wasn't square. Stay out. Delaney. They go to the right again. Leah Tagaga. A little bit of ball playing. Rebick in the 6. Pritchard. Fulamatui spun out of 1. Spun out of 2. He comes to Clutterbuck with Swager underneath. They hold him up a metre out. Pritchard. Scheming, fires a long pass. Colquhoun, numbers. Ball goes pushed back and A. Roberts has to go back. Clean it up. Sweeney awaits, tries to get hold of him. He beats him. Floating across still. Good tackle. Carney and Swager, who was underneath. It was a good shot. Lane Davis. Rebick, long pass. Got numbers. McKenzie came in to make that extra man. Flying through, doing it too early. Daniel Wonga scores in the corner off. Noah McKenzie came in to make the extra man. And when you defend it with 12, that extra man is so important. And Daniel Wonga grabs a try. 8 points to 4. Referee calling time off here. Calling out Captain Max Mercer. And Lane Davis. No gremlins in that one. So Taj Cole Kuhan, another tough conversion. They lead 8-4 in the SLE scoreboard. Here at Kirkham Park, Camden. Laurie Daley Cup, round 4. Moves in. This time looks pretty good off the boot. Flags are in the air. 10 points to 4. Tigers leading. Blatchy Blues tickets are on sale now. Don the famous blue T-shirt and wig and join the most passionate supporter base in sport. You can secure your seat by heading to newsouthwalesrugbyleague.com.au/origin/tickets and not what the Monaro Colts wanted. Sam Gash has kicked it dead, the ball. So a penalty straight away, middle of the field, MacArthur West Tigers. Just repeating, the Colts have got 12 men on at the moment. Tamuli Akoi in the bin. Only be a couple of minutes from making his way back on. But they've scored 10 since he's been in the bin. So now Delaney for the Tigers. Pritchard, he gets the quick play, the ball they wanted. Rebic, he throws a dummy. Leah Tagaga's outside. He doesn't need him. Straight away, they just give it a Wonga again. He's already scored 1, looking for 2 early in this first half. Pritchard. Pulamatui off a standing start. Davis and Swager have to get him to the ground. Delaney, short pass for Paulson. Paulson just strolls through the gap. Referee Warren points to the spot. And the Tigers have gone bang, 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 all in the space of that 8 minutes. So Cole Kuhan with the conversion attempt. No problems with the left. Flags are in the air. 16-4 it'll be. $17 gone first half. Colts now back to their full 13 men. Tamuli Akoi makes his way back onto the field. Gash, he won't want to kick it dead this time. Basically, gives it now to Paulson, the try scorer. He'll have some confidence. Connors tries to chop him. He gets up with a little bit of a stinger. Pritchard realises that. Sees Connors' number. They go the short side once again. For now. Been dangerous so far. The 12 for the Tigers. Big body. Paulson bounces off Mercer. Delaney throws the dummy. Mercer this time goes low, cuts him down. Pritchard, wasn't the best play of the ball. So the Colts, after scoring first points through Tui Georgeski, will now get the touch of the football. They haven't had it for the 10 minutes. They're down to 12 men, and the Tigers go bang, bang, bang. So what can the Colts do now with the football in hand? Right on halfway, this scrum will pack. Hovey feeds it. Picked up at the back from Carney. He'll find Taitini. Taitini. Swager. Straight through the middle, enjoyed the contact. It was good then. He goes well. He makes another 12 metres. Onto the field, Ferris. Carney out of dummy half. He finds Gash. Gash jumps off that left, still not held as far as I'm concerned. Referees agreed. Gash does well. He's tackled a metre out. Carney looking around. He'll look for runners. Finds Ferris, who's just made his way onto the field. Carney again fires along fast. Hovey. Oh, he tried to find Mercer. Bounced off the shoulder. And it breaks down for the Colts. Tigers now looking to bring it out of their danger zone. This will test the Colts defence. Couple of quick play the balls once again. Wonga. Strong run from the number 2 for the Tigers. Raw caller, first try scorer of the day. For the Tigers it was. Of course, Georgeski scoring for the Colts in the first 2 minutes. Right on halfway, Pritchard. Cole Cuhan says, I've had enough of this. Let's put a little bit of pressure. The ball's allowed to bounce. Has it bounced kindly? It's been knocked backwards. Last tackle, Wonga will take the tackle. As the ball was the friend for the Colts then and bounced kindly. Mercer picked up and driven backwards. He's dropped it in the process. Yeah, referee's going to say a penalty. Strip. Never understand why they do that. Tackle one. Driving a bloke back. Leave the ball alone. Waiting for a football. $14 left in this first half. Georgeski finds Ferris. Carney looking around to Muliakoi. He's got Swager outside and gives him short pass. Cole Cuhan did well. He hung on to Swager, wrapped him up, ball and all. Important tackle. Back inside for Connors. Connors onto the field in jersey 16. Ewan Cherub for the Tigers. Mercer hits a hole. It went from Tamuliakoi to Hovey. Mercer. Hovey again. Hovey steps off that left foot. Can't get through the gap. Carney. Ferris. A little bit of one-out stuff. He got driven to the ground. For now. Gash. Clutterbuck floating around the back. Playing fullback today is Jack Clutterbuck. Hasn't had a lot of opportunities on this side of the East Coast playing fullback. To Muliakoi. Can he get his hands? They've done the videos. They wrapped up the ball quickly because he went to roll over. Clutterbuck playing a lot of fullback in WA for the South Perth Lions. He'll enjoy the opportunity. The one on his back. Player down now. He was involved in the tackle. I think it's Pritchard, the 9. Yeah, it is indeed. He gets to his feet now, but went in to make the tackle on Tamuliakoi. And now the Tigers, Cherub, will try and bring it out of their danger zone. They're on the 10 now. Defensive 10. Colts will be looking for a mistake. Fuller Matui eventually gets to his feet. He stayed down for a long time. Is that the mistake? No, referee's going to say it went back of Delaney. McKenzie goes to dummy half, finds Cherub. Cherub beats Georgeski. Over the top came Mercer to clean it up. Delaney again. Pritchard. Colquhoun fires a long pass. Rural caller. This time they do well. They jam him through Ferris and Taitini. I'm more than happy to try and run the footy there on the last. It's a gash. Finds Ferris. And a penalty. High tackle. Cherub, the number 6, well, the 16 for the Tigers. He's the man that's been pinned. As Gash will look to make a bit of interest with this penalty kick. He does indeed. They trail 16-4 on the SLE scoreboard. Taitini on the 10, son. It's a tap. You can tap and go, so he F-posts for himself. Wasn't sure what was happening then. Some rugged defence from the Tigers. Gash to Muliarkoi, has runners outside. Hangs on to it, still going is Tamuliarkoi. They'll try and wrestle him to the ground. They do now. Gash floats. They come to Hovey's side. Hovey, nice pass for Georgeski, but good tackle there. Daniel Wonga coming off his wing. Had to be made. They go back to that short side again. Mercer's caught with it. Takes the voluntary tackle. But he's going to be a little bit of a shepherd there is Ferris. Ferris just burns a tackle on the last. Connors. It is the last tackle. He's going to get caught with that. That is really not the most sensible play we've seen. Actually, I'll call it dumb. Last tackle, options outside. So now McKenzie, Taitini wraps him up. Bit of a wrestle going on between both players. Now they pop it onto the field in 14. Kai Jones for the West Tigers. MacArthur West Tigers. There is a dummy half now. Jones. Harry Delaney, another good run. He's touched plenty of the footy, the 13. Rebick puts it high. Ball's going to sit up. Clutterbuck needs to chase it. Didn't get the best bounce as Jones chased it through. Colquhoun, he looks up, he sees they have numbers. Oh, he's popped it up. It's come off the boot. He's dropped it, kicked it. Gash cleans it up. So reprieve then and a penalty, all offside. The MWT. Still plenty of time for the half-time break as it looks like a player's. The MacArthur West Tigers making his way off the field, touching the head. Might be N.A. Roberts. The 4. I'll check it out. Onto the field comes Bowen Roper in 17. That's the 4, yeah it is. It's Bryson N.A. Roberts. And now Swager. Carney, he plays it. Dummy up. Well, they're coming for a shot on Ferris. Carney again looking. Connors. Once again tucks the ball under. Takes the tackle. Carney Throws the dummy, but well read there by Bowen Roper. Did well. Didn't fall for the dummy. Makes the tackle. Clutterback goes to dummy half. Finds Ferris. Carney again. Tamulia Koi. Just decides. Head down. Charges. Leg drive's good, but once again involved Delaney this time in defence. On 4. Gash will want it. Gash gets it. He's got Clutterbuck. Clutterbuck got runners outside. Pins it back. Goes himself and gets driven across. For now did well. Just drove him across field as he looked to pass it to Sweeney. Sweeney goes to dummy half. Gash puts the kick through as he got runners coming through. It's a good clean up. Leah Tagaga. And he brings it out. Just a metre out, but enough. Oh, and there's a penalty. And the Colts a little bit. Oh, they're saying a strip in the tackle. So relieving penalty after the Tigers' defence stood strong. The Colts have had a little bit of footy, but haven't been able to trouble on the scoreboard. They trail 16-4 with those 16 points all scored when the Colts were down to 12 men. With delay there. Rebick will tap it. Gets us away with the restart. Back he goes, says the referee. Cherub. Delaney. That's Kuru outside, but decides to take a tackle. Kuru on in 26. Colquhoun again. Picks up Roper. Colquhoun goes to dummy half. Jones, this time. Kuru. He's met by a Welcoming committee. Some good defence there. The Colts and a mistake from Kuru. And good work. Carney, Swager, Tamulia Koi over the top. So an important 4 minutes before the half-time break. Taitini, he charges onto it this time. Off the scrum. Carney. Ferris. He got driven backwards. Cherub. Delaney. Georgeski. Carney. Swager. Oh, he threw the dummy, went himself, did the right thing. It would have been forward if he passed it. So Carney. Hovey out of dummy half. Finds Clutterbuck. Clutterbuck steps off that left foot. Carney again. This time he passes. Swager, the back row. He's got 12 on his back, so he said, I might have a kick. Ball bounces kindly. We're still on the last. Gash. Taitini, can he get through? No, he can't. Well, Swager, he normally wears the 8 or the 10. He says, I've got the 12 and I'm going to put a kick through. I'm not sure what his coach will think at half-time as he dropped it on the left. So now West Tigers, good rattling tackle there from Ferris. Done plenty of work since he's come onto the field. Wanga. Rebick. Mercer wraps him up with a little help from Hovey. Jones looking around out of dummy half. Scoots off. Of course, the Colts, no Xavier Cachotti. He's playing SG ball today for the Raiders, but he's been a pretty important man for this side. Scoring 7 tries so far in the season. The ball just pops around. Referee's got his whistle in the mouth and says you're all offside. So penalty to the Colts. We roll it down to halfway. Not a lot in it once possession's evened itself out. So Hovey with the restart. Georgeski. First try scorer of the day. Way back in the probably 90-second mark, Swager. We're going to say it's forward from Carney to Swager. A little bit of frustration building up now for the Colts. So now, West Tigers feed. Colquhoun goes through the gap. He's got runners with him. He might not need it. Clutterbuck comes. Taj Colquhoun, he pushes him out of the way. Still going right on half-time. Eventually they come. Clutterbuck comes again with Taitini. They drive him to the ground. Jones goes to dummy half. Sakuru, he does well. He keeps it alive. Finds Delaney. Cherub floating across. I thought he was going to flick it out then for Wonga. Wonga with a head of steam. Could have been dangerous to stop. Leah Tagaga. He bounces off that left foot. Jones looking around. They slowed it down nicely. Delaney again. He'll drive it forward. Ball in hand. Sakuru. They're going to look for him short. They do indeed. Tamuliakoik says, come here. I'm not letting you go. Last tackle, Jones. What's he going to do? Colquhoun, the man who started with a break. Intelligent up. Ball sits up. Touched by Gas, but Alex Sweeney does a great job. Dives full stretch to catch the ball. Clutterbuck. A minute before the halftime break. The Colts try and bring it out from their danger zone. Taitini won't want to make any mistakes here. Caldwell, his first touch. Carney finds Ferris on the last. Gash will want the football and he'll put plenty of boot on this. Flirts with the touchline. It sits nicely. Rorokula will go back and he's in goal. He took it 10 out. Sweeney, nice tackle coming across as Gash chases his kick. Mwanga. Rebick goes to dummy half. To'o. There's the halftime siren in the background. Referee Warren puts whistle to the mouth and blows halftime. And 16-4 is the halftime score. MacArthur West Tigers leading after the Monaro Colts led 4-0 after early. And then, as we said, the sin binning of Matthias Tamuliakoi proved pretty crucial. Well, very crucial indeed, with MacArthur West Tigers putting 16 points on. We'll be back shortly with all the second half action. This Laurie Daley Cup clash live from Kirkham Park. Welcome back to Kirkham Park here in Camden for this second half Laurie Daley Cup round 4 clash, and an important clash as well. As we said, with MacArthur West Tigers coming to this game on 3 points and the Monaro Colts on 4, so they could leapfrog them. It's a real log jam in this Southern Conference. Anyway, 16-4 at half time. It'll be the Monaro Colts. There's been a real possession. One feature of West Tigers, as the ball goes in the air, they find it nicely. Rebick finds Cherub gets through the tackle of Hovey. Mercer has to come over the top. Little push, got away with it. It's what you don't want. First set of the second half when you're trailing by 12. A mistake is Delaney. Gash gets hold of him. Ferris has been a willing worker for this Colts side since he's come on. Goal cue, and they go short on that left edge. For now, he found, just soon as he gets to his feet, maybe N.A. Roberts, is it, who's come back onto the field. He had a head check. He was checked in the first half. Yeah, it is indeed N.A. Roberts. Delaney again. Rebick. Oh, they throw the dummy. Georgeski. He was looking for the intercept. It didn't happen. Last tackle now. They go the short side. Leah Tagaga, he didn't get a lot of footy in that first half. He just flicks it around and he says, here you go, Matthias. So he passes the ball to Muli Arkoi. And the Colts, their first touch in this second half. Carney finds Ferris short. This is where they want to pick up the speed of the ruck. That's where the MWT really dominated in the first half, their ruck speed. And that's what the Colts would have discussed at half-time as Clutterbuck gets up quickly. Connors skimming, beats 1, 2, comes to McKenzie, throwing the dummies, got runners outside. He does well, threw more dummies there than a crash, but he does well eventually. They go find it, Hovey, Georgeski looking to start the second half the way he started the first with a try. He had Mercer short. Carney again finds Swager trying to go through the middle. This time he gets picked up. Nothing said though. Hovey swings back around. They reload. He'll find Gash. Gash puts the kick through. Wasn't the best kick in the world. It's just picked up nicely. Cole Cuhan. Trouble here for the Colts for now. Still going. For now and Gash. Caldwell tries to ankle tap. It's Gash and for now. Gash hangs on to him and eventually brings him down as Cole Cuhan said, you can have it. Cole Cuhan, now they're set. They're short on the left. Big time. Tigers just got to let the ball go through their hands. McKenzie says, I'll do better than that. I'll just go myself. So after a grubber kick's gone wrong for the Colts, they've rushed 100 metres. Cole Cuhan plucked it out and said, here you go. For now, did the rest. Then it went from right across to the left. And Noah McKenzie grabs the first points of this second half. A tough kick for the first one for the second half for Cole Cuhan. Cole Cuhan, he'll move in. Hits it nicely off the boot with the left, pushed across the face. So conversion unsuccessful. It'll remain 20-4 on the SLE scoreboard. I'll tell you what, speaking of SLE, the Laurie Daley Cup is proudly sponsored by SLE. SLE provides services in underwriting, claims handling, risk management and administration all in one location. So visit www.sleworldwide.com.au for more information. Cash with the restart here for the Colts. The scoreboard's definitely not their friend. They trail 20 points to 4 early in this second half of this important Laurie Daley Cup clash. Very important for the MacArthur West Tigers. A victory will push them to 5 points as it's a very congested ladder in this Southern Conference. Oh, Delaney gets the pass, wasn't expecting it, bobbled a little bit. Jones, Cole Cuhan just controlling his troops nicely, and A. Roberts, he gets it on quickly. Raw Caller still going. He had a little sniff there, did the left winger. Cole Cuhan jumps off the right, left, swings around, pops it around the back. Sakuru, he can't keep it alive as they eventually get him on his back on the last tackle. Rebic wants it. Rebic gets it. Dummies to Leah Tagaga. No, he doesn't. He keeps it alive there. They give quick hands. To'o gives it straight for Wonga, and Wonga will score in the try. Score a try in the corner, I should say. So Wonga grabs a double. They just kept the ball alive at a valuable time. An attacker wrapping around. To'o did well. He gave Daniel Wonga a clear passage to the try line. So 24-4. Another tough kick. Cole Cuhan. Moves in, brings it around, just fades away to the right at the last minute. So 24-4 on the SLE scoreboard. Only 7 gone second half, so plenty of minutes left in this Laurie Daley Cup and round 4 clash. Sam Gash with the restart again. Rebic takes it. He'll find Cherub. Cherub. Strong run as he brings it back at speed. Jones now. Sakuru. Good tackle made there from Taitini. Delaney cops a high shot. Referee says, I'm happy with that. He looks to play it quickly, though. And now he gets the call. Wasn't the high tackle. It was him trying to get to his feet quickly. And once again, the ruck speed. Cole Cuhan right in the middle of the field. Gets plenty of interest with this penalty kick. And straight away, the Tigers back on the attack. Long pass, Cherub. Rebick threw the pass and Cherub caught it. 18 out. Jones having a look up. Finds Delaney. Delaney pulsing back onto the field now. So he replacing Sakuru. Jones again. Rebick. Dummied underneath. Finds McKenzie. McKenzie beats one. Still going. The gap closed. Good tackle, Mercer. Mercer might have come out of that worse for wear. Referee's called time off straight away. Still down. We saw a thriller here in the Andrew Johns Cup before this game. Macarthur West Tigers 24. They defeated the Monaro Colts 20. And other Andrew Johns Cups around the ground. From Scully Park, Tamworth, it was the Northern River Titans 27. They defeated the Northern Tigers 10. From Harry Elliott Oval at Tuncurry, it was the North Coast Bulldogs 12. Well, that might be just being still played now, but we've got 12-6 in the second half there over the Central Coast Roosters. But the two full-time results, the one here and the one at Scully Park, Tamworth, with two games tomorrow, of course. Western Rams taking on the Illawarra South Coast Dragons and the Newcastle Maitland Region Knights taking on the Riverina Bulls. Mercer taking a while to get to his feet. It looks like that's the end of him for the day. Concern. I'll try and find out, but it definitely looks like that left leg for the skipper of the Colts. So now, referee waves, time on. Jones a dummy half. Delaney. He's been strong, and this is a feature. He gets to his hands and knees so quick, does Delaney. Numbers, fires a long pass. Raw Corlaw looking for a double and gets it. Gets over the top of Taitini. He had a little bit of work to do. But Raw Corlaw grabs of double, and as I said, the key play to that was the 13, Harry Delaney. Once he gets tackled, he finds his elbows and knees ever so quickly. Quick play the ball, gives them the opportunity, and they score in the corner. Jumped out to a 28-4 lead. They led 16-4 at half-time. Well, they certainly haven't made it easy for Taj Colquhoun today. He's had plenty from the sidelines. And this time, he tried to rush that one. Couple of changes now for the Colts. Morella on the field, Davis back on the field as well, and of course Mercer just hobbling his way now to The injury seat as Paulson drives it back. Urbaniak on the field in 17. He gets his opportunity for the Colts. Carney. Good tackle once again from the 9. Delaney. He's wrapped up by Urbaniak and Carney again involved. Jones looking around. This time he goes to the left. Colquhoun and says, I've had enough of this. Finds the grass. Clutterbuck has to go across, picks it up, looks up. Beats one. And then Paulson grabs him with a little help from Rebick. Georgeski. Caldwell gets picked up and put on his back. Carney again, Titini coming in looking for a bit of work. Cherub drives him. Paulson comes in to bring him to the ground eventually on 4. Carney a look around, he comes back, he finds Davis. Good leg drive, he's tackled. 5 from halfway. On the last, Hovey last tackle, Swager again. They've run out of time there. They've obviously, the counting wasn't there for the Colts. And a mistake there from Blake Hovey. And on the last tackle, your 7's got to be better than that. So 10 away from halfway. MacArthur West Tigers get the footy. Cheruby, strong runner. This time they clean him up though. Some good work from Gash. Gets up slowly. Paulson gets over halfway for his Tigers side. Rebick. McKenzie beats 1, beats 2. Still going is McKenzie. Back to the left side of the field. Will he keep going? He beats another in Gash. Gash comes again and drives into the ground with a little help from Sweeney. Back to the right. Ball hits the ground. Colquhoun just traps it. Throws the dummy. Says, I'll take this tackle. You can square yourselves up. They reload. Leah Tagaga. He bounces off that left foot. Last tackle. Rebick got runners, just punches it through. Clutterback has to come back. Clean up, can't do it. Seth Toror gets the bounce, flies through the air, and the Tigers have another. And amazing, that probably all comes back from a lack of communication on the last tackle from the Colts off the ensuing set where they were. Jaden Swager was tackled with the ball. The MacArthur West Tigers have scored again, and they bounce out to a 32-4 lead. Charge Colquhoun says, I've had enough of this. You can have a kick. Noah McKenzie, so it'll be McKenzie taking over the goal kicking duties. McKenzie, another left foot goal kicker. We've got a great view of it here. Boot to ball and slices it straight through the middle. So 34-4 the score will be. Club Rugby League is back. Get back to playing unreal footy with real mates. With club tackle or tag options available, there's an option for everyone. Head to playrugbyleague.com.au to find your closest club. Rebick awaits, looks back inside, finds Polson. Morella makes a good ball and all tackle. Georgeski came in to help him. Leah Tagaga back on the field. Fula Matui. In the 10, Fula Matui was handy early. And A. Roberts. Leah Tagaga. He had Polson short. He just takes the tackle. Davis rips into the ground on the last now. Rebeck will want it. He gets it. What will he do? Puts boot to ball, puts it high in the air. Clutterbucker waits. Takes it nicely. All offside, referee's going to say. To'o finished the job off before the referee put a whistle to the mouth, though. Georgeski now. As the Colts try and get out of the Tigers' half. They haven't done that for a long time. Clutterbuck trying to make something happen. Hard to get through there, though. This MacArthur West Tigers forward pack. Davis. Polson gets hold of him. Fula Matui involved as well. Taking an eternity to get to his feet now. Hovey will find Swager. Swager underneath Rebick. Good tackle. Morella. He runs at Polson. Fula Matui underneath. Urbaniak. Bounced off that right foot. Just rolls it forward. Strong run from Urbaniak. Davis, a little bit of ball playing, tips it on for Swager. Ends up, Hovey it was who found Swager. This time Swager flicks it out the back. Georgeski looking for a double. Can he reach out? No, he can't. Ball finds the ground. Davis, he'll leave it for Gash. Gash hopping, skipping. Last tackle now. Referee Warren puts the hand to the air. It was just Urbaniak was just trying straight through the middle. Obviously, they didn't hear the call. It'll be a handover. Carney not hearing the call. He found the strong running front rower in Urbaniak. So now MacArthur West Tigers will bring it out of their danger zone. Jones just waiting for the referee to blow time on. Oh, there he goes. Here we go. Rural Cooler. He's got a double today. Jones again. And A. Roberts. Leah Tagaga. Colquhoun for now. McKenzie. For now. Kick goes high in the air. Clutterbuck. Sun looking up into it. The bounce is not good. Can he clean it up? McKenzie. Sweeney it was. McKenzie came across. Clutterbuck this time out of dummy half. Taitini Lachlan Bishop on the field for the Colts in jersey 15. His first run for the year. Gash. Boot to ball. Finds some open spaces as Mackenzie lets it bounce. Eventually gets a kind bounce. Looks up. He gets away from Bishop. Georgeski. Over the top came Hovey. Urbaniak and Carney in the tackle. Rebick got runners. Good shot. Roper. Swager it was. Long pass. Leah to Gaga. Cole Cuhan, he's got numbers here. Which way will the ball bounce? Clutterbuck waits, attacks it. Beats one. Coming back to the middle. Cole Cuhan, Clutterbuck trying to build up ahead of his team. Paulson, though, grabs him, drives into the ground, but a good run brings it back 20. Caldwell. Hovey finds Bishop. Bishop driven backwards. Will he keep it alive? He does. He finds Carney, who in turn gives it on to Morella. Morella picked up and driven. Carney finds Connors. Connors off that right foot again. Gash puts it flat. A very flat kick. As Jones just cleans it up. Gash picks him up, drives him to the ground. Wasn't the kick that young Sam wanted. This time Mackenzie, he tries to skirt around. He's got some speed. Beats two. He beat Taitini. He beat Sweeney. And now he beats Taitini again. Noah Mackenzie for a wonderful individual try up that left-hand touchline. He took players on. He also took the touchline on. And he'll score in the corner for his second. Wonderful individual effort for Noah Mackenzie. Turned out to be a comprehensive performance from this MacArthur West Tigers. They led 16-4 at the half-time break and have really gone on with it in this second half. Leading 38-4 on the SLE scoreboard with a kick to come. Be Mackenzie trying to convert his own try. Waved away. So the score will remain 38-4. As we roll into the final 10 minutes of this Laurie Daley Cup round 4 clash. And this could be a game that really hurts the chances of the Monaro Colts playing finals football. But well and truly keep the MWT's chances of alive in 2023. Hovey with the restart. To'o waits for it. Caldwell takes him nicely. Georgeski underneath. Paulson. Cherub back onto the field. Pulamatui. Paulson. Jones again, Cole Cuhan. He's got Cherub inside. You can hear the talk. Is the bounce going to be good? Cherub gets it, says I'll have a crack myself, and scores under the post. You could see it live. Cole Cuhan and Cherub, they were just talking to each other. He put the little grubber through. He got the bounce. Had Cole Cuhan on the inside. He just threw the dummy and showed a clean pair of heels. And he brings up the 40 points. So Cherub with the try. Noah McKenzie with a lovely kick. He had the extras. He won't have any problems with this. And as the wind picks up at Kirkham Park here in Camden, we are definitely rolling into the final 5 minutes of this clash. And after a good win last week, the Macarthur West Tigers over the Riverina Bulls, the momentum, they surely have plenty of that as they roll into the final game next week. Round 5, of course. Final round of these Andrew Johns and Laurie Daley Cup clashes. No problems for Mackenzie. So 44-6. 44-4, sorry. Kick off the restart. Finds for Paulson. Paulson, a high tackle there from Bishop. So Paulson, they're just going to have a look at him. I wouldn't be surprised, you know. Another important game next week. Paulson's an important player in this Tigers squad. On report goes Bishop. Cole Cuhan just getting on with the game. He'll put boot to ball, try and gain some extra metres, and does well with a penalty kick. Restart will be 45 out. Rebick with the F-Pos. Taps and goes and picks up Roper. Sakuru makes his way back on as Paulson leaves the field of play. Bishop wraps up To'o. Throws the dummy. There's Cherub. He already scored a try, looking for another one. He's been dangerous with ball in hand. Cole Cuhan. They go to the left. N.A. Roberts. Takes a while to play the football, but does eventually. Cole Cuhan. Fulamatui. Can they grab another one before the full-time siren? This Tiger side, Cole Cuhan, he puts boot the ball. Raw Corlaw, will he get the bounce? Someone will. It's Toho! Seth Toho gets the bounce, and he'll grab a double as well. And it's been like a rumble in the jungle. It's all been the Tigers in this second half. They led 16-4 at half-time, but they have just gone to another level, dominated possession, dominated the speed of the ruck in both defence and attack. And we are at 48-4. Hits it, and flags are in the air. That's the 50. What a lovely kick. It just floated. So 50 points to 4. As Mackenzie grabs the extras. There'll be no Colts stampede today. Cole Cuhan, he looks around. Fulo Matui. He'll play it. Jones. Cherub, Sakuru. Sakuru still going. Swager tries to get him to the ground. Hovey over the top. And a penalty. Cole Cuhan pushes it, goes a little bit extra. Caldwell went back. He'll pick it up and bring it back. Running across field. Cherub says, I'll have a piece of you if you want to run there. He pops the pass to Sweeney. Sweeney straightens it up nicely as he jumped off that right foot. Carney back for Georgeski. Sweeney again, his second run in the set. Good strong run, but Sakuru picks him off. Carney finds Clutterbuck. Clutterbuck steps off the left. Oh, he nearly got through. Sakuru did a good job out of marker. That would have been dangerous as Hovey puts it on the left. Picked up and grabbed in nicely, Daniel Wonga. Wonga looks up. He can see no one. It's a foot race. Georgeski. Wonga. Clutterbuck comes, brings him to the ground. Good chase. There was chasers everywhere. Rebick. They look to the left. They have numbers. Rebick tries to go through. Carney did really well. Still big numbers to the left for the Tigers. Cole Cuhan. Jones, he'll look up. He fires a long pass. Raw Corlea scores 3. Jonna Raw Corlea grabs 3 for the afternoon. After a great break from Wonga, they corralled him, but then Cole Cuhan knew what to do and he fired the long pass out for John Raw Corlea. And he'll grab 3 for the afternoon and take it out to 54 points to 4 with a kick to come. Be you and Cherub with the conversion attempt on that far side of the field. The siren has sounded. Tough kick to put your hand up to have a crack. He gets plenty on it. I think he's done this before, but he's pushed it to the left. Now that's the full-time siren. Referee Warren blows time. And the score will remain here, 54-4 on the SLE scoreboard. The Macarthur West Tigers running out winners over the Monaro Colts. And just repeating the earlier game, the Andrew Johns Cup saw the MacArthur West Tigers come from 20-0 down to defeat the Monaro Colts 24-20. Well, I hope you've enjoyed your morning on New South Wales Rugby League TV from Kirkham Park. Thank you for your time. Thank you to Jimmy, our cameraman, and we'll catch you all next week. Not forgetting 2 games tomorrow on New South Wales Rugby League TV, and of course the Harvey Norman Women's Premiership on Monday night. Catch you then.